Hello, this is Tom Tribunella, your fearless accounting information systems professor, and I wanted to spend a few minutes talking to you about homework 1. Okay, in homework 1, I've given you very detailed instructions. As a matter of fact, the instructions are 14 pages, and so what I wanted to do is give you a brief overview of the instructions. What you're going to do is you're going to create a spreadsheet that displays a set of financial statements, but instead of typing in the financial statement information, you're going to be loading in the financial statement information using an XML tag. XML stands for the Extensible Markup Language. So the company that we're going to be working on is a fictional company called the Dynamite Tax Service. Its trial balance is on page 1. And if you were going to start this from scratch, which you are not, because I have already done the XML coding and organized the information domain for you. But if you were going to do this from scratch, what you would have to do is create a taxonomy of the domain to get the tags organized properly. In this particular case, though, I already created the taxonomy, and that's displayed in Exhibit 2, and you'll notice it follows a very hierarchical form of organization. And from that, then, what I did is I developed I took the taxonomy and I developed a hierarchical code with all of the components of the trial balance in it. So if you go to the next exhibit, Exhibit 3, you'll see that I have XML compliant data. It's XML compliant data because it has XML tags around everything. So to open up an XML tag, you put something in brackets and put a name in there. And then to close the tag, you put a backslash in. So basically every tag begins with an opening tag and then ends with a closing tag. So you see we have cash, that's an XML tag. It's opened with the brackets, and then it's closed with a backslash before the tag within the bracket. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this XML compliant data and just go ahead and copy and paste it to a notepad file. So if you go ahead and look at this, you'll see that I just copied it and pasted it right into a notepad file. So once again, to do this, you're going to have to be running Microsoft Excel on Windows so that you have the notepad. I think Apple has a lot of trouble running XML. Okay, so then you save the tag data file someplace where you can find it. And then the next thing you're going to do is prepare the spreadsheet for an XML environment. So what you want to do is you want to look at your Excel spreadsheet and see if you have the developer tab. The developer tab would be this thing right here. I have it. But if you don't have it, you want to install the developer tab. So you would go to File, click on Options, Customize Ribbon, and then click on Developer, and then click OK. I'm not going to do that because I already have the Developer tab. Then once you have the Developer tab installed, and you have your XML file set up, you can just load that file into the spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on File, Open, and I'm going to look for that XML file. So make sure you save it someplace where you can find it. I have a very deep menu, so. But I know where it is, so I keep on clicking around. until I get to the place where I know it is. Oh, and make sure you're looking at all files, not just Excel files. And then once you find it, just click Open, and you'll get a little dialog box titled Open XML, and you want to choose the third choice. Use the XML source task plane. Then click OK. And then when it asks you if you want Excel to create a schema, click OK. And there you go. You have a schema of the XML tag document over in the right-hand side of the screen. And now you can begin building the financial statements. And you would begin building the financial statements by, let's say, for example, you wanted to put the company name in here. You just click, hold, and drag the company name to a place on the spreadsheet where you want it. Don't go to cell A1. Give yourself some room to maneuver. Pull down the little drop-down menu and place your XML headings to the left. And there's the company name right there. If you wanted to put the date under the name, you can click on date, drag date over, pull down the menu, place my headings to the left. You can put in date. Now if you want to start the income statement, we would go down and look for a revenue. There's service revenue. We click on it, drag it over, leave yourself a few blank lines. Place your heading to the left, and there's sales revenue put in there. And eventually, once you have your spreadsheet populated with tags, then you could fill in the financial statements. And you can do that by clicking on the Developer tab, clicking the Import button, find your XML file, oh, and there it is. And then just click Import, and you'll notice that the cells populate with the data. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay out an income statement, a statement of retained earnings, and a balance sheet. And make sure that you take the income from the income statement and put it in the retained earnings statement, and then make sure you use the ending retained earnings balance in the balance sheet to balance your balance sheet. And as you go through the homework file, you'll see all kinds of exhibits and screenshots to help guide you through the process. And when we get towards the end of the homework document, you'll see that I've built most of the financial statement on that page. And there it is. There's the income statement. Then there's the statement of retained earnings. Then I begin building the balance sheet. And your numbers will be different than the numbers in the exhibit, because the exhibit has 2005 data in it, and I change the data every year. So there's a brief introduction to homework number 1. Good luck with the homework. May the force be with you. I'll be talking to you later. Bye-bye.